Jesus, this fucking house, the nominations aren't even fucking up yet. It's like, for God's sakes.
So here's the thing.
Like, here's what I'm thinking is at this point, it literally could be any of us up there. It really could, because if somebody wins POV and pulls, like, let's say they put up you and Kenny, let's just assume, even though I'm pretty sure it's going to be Ro and Kenny. Kenny wins the POV, and then it's fucking one of us up next to you. We could be having a whole fucking new conversation. For now, why don't you just tell them what they want to hear?
Because I have Rochelle, who is up my ass saying, you're gonna vote me out, aren't you? You're gonna vote me out. Oh my God, you're gonna vote me out.
I know.
And I have to tell her, listen, I gave my word at the very beginning before I ever got close to you. So you need to understand I'm in a very difficult position. I needed to tell her. She did not understand me. She did not leave me alone. Yeah. It's very difficult, Sarah. I have someone up, like, and I just told her and she got, like, hurt.
I understand what you're saying, because even though with Andrew and you, I never wavered, I understand what it's like to have two people that you care about and you trust.
Mm-hmm.
The hard part for me was that the easy part for me was that you were both in first five, so I didn't feel like I was going against
either. Against our original alliance. I understand that. The only thing is that after I explained this to Kenny, Andrew told me a lot of crap that day.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to deny it, and you will see. You can watch it for yourself. Look for YouTube. He's in the corner in there, telling me that you and Kenny are going to get rid of me first. I swear on my head. And by the way, I know that that John told Kenny that I swore on my grandmother. I swore on my grandmother twice, and it was this week.
Yeah.
I did not swear on my grandmother to John.
Yeah.
I swore to John on day 3 when he came and talked to me and said that he's never putting me up and that he's never going to evict me.
Yeah.
He's never going to vote against me. And I said, same. Because that was when he was in that big alliance with Andrew and him. So I'm like, okay, we need to make good with everyone and stay with people. I thought at that time it was the best decision. Today is my day of pure honesty.
Yeah.
So I'm just
Can
literally...
I just say, just add, I want you to continue. I just want to add one thing in. If Kenny and I were going to get rid of you, do you think Andrew is who we would be telling this to? Do you think he's the one that we would share this information with, honestly?
Okay.
I'm just telling you. Does that make any sense whatsoever?
Well...
Any sense whatsoever?
Apparently... Okay. It's going to sound...
The other thing is Andrew was really pissed off at you because people were telling him that you were campaigning.
Okay.
And I did say, because somebody told him and he asked me, and I said, well, if you consider someone talking about wanting to stay in this game and confirming that you have their votes campaigning, then yes, she was campaigning. And he fucking went nuts.
Oh, okay. So then because he told me that you and Kenny told him that he got to the race late because I started campaigning the second I sat down next to him. Are exactly his words. So, for me, and then he tells me...
I want to just tell you one thing. I do want you to stick with first 5. However, I do promise you that by you going against that doesn't make you my target. Okay? So choose how you will. I'm just telling you. And I'm telling you that because I want you to know that it really is, in my mind, you and me. And so if you choose to get rid of Kenny, I promise you I will still not turn my back on you. I want you to make what you think is the best decision for your game and our game going forward. I swear to God. Okay?
Yeah.
Kenny is not making it easy. He's not going out of his way to try and be extra nice to anyone. And he needs to take some responsibility for his own self. I've done what I can to try and keep him safe in this house, but it is not me and Kenny to the end, it's me and you to the end. Now, personally, I think keeping Kenny is still our best option, but if you don't, I promise that is not what is going to turn me against you. I promise.
Okay,
Yes, carry on.
I really appreciate you saying that. At the same time, I want you to know that there was nothing more amazing in my head at the idea of us I wouldn't want to take pictures, and all I do is say that, and then I'm like, and I want to protect Rochelle. Never did I think it was gonna come to me and Andrew. Never did I think it was gonna come to Kenny and Rochelle. I thought it was gonna be long before that happened. I thought there was gonna be a lot more people eliminated where I wouldn't have felt as bad to make the decision between Rochelle and John. I'm literally being pulled by Netta, telling me that Aiko will be right, kind of thing, if I vote out Rochelle, because no one knows my original alliance.
Yeah.
And this is why today, after Netta fucking said that to Allison, said that to me, said that to Netta, to Rochelle, in different ways, like not.
But Allison knows about the original lines, does she not?
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, so...
It's not a secret. I'm not pretending. And
Exactly.
I literally was sitting down with her. And I'm like,
the reason
because she's like, Andrew kept telling me that I'm replacing Gordo. I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, you're not stupid. And then I'm like, name the people you think we're together. Like, because he kept telling you he could trust me and you, and then Arlie would come in rooms and she wouldn't stop talking. Like, that's what I'm telling you. If you want to get anything out of me, it's today to ask, because I'm being honest about everything.
I don't feel like there's a lot you haven't been honest
No,
with me about,
I'm basically gonna tell you what Andrew told me, because I didn't tell you that.
Yeah.
I also told Rochelle today, and that's when I was saying Heather, that's why I probably came out 21 times.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm like, you need to stop, because you have to understand that I did not think that I was going to literally fall in love with you. Like, I adore you. I'm like, but I'm like, I have a word to keep. That is the only one that I want to keep in this game. And if you want to hate me, I understand. Like, I'm not telling you it's 100%. I'm like, but at the same time, I'm like, it's a very difficult decision. And then she's like, but why? She's like, I would never vote you out. She's like, why would you do that to me? She's like, you know that you and Kenny are going to do that to me. Because I think that Andrew also told her that. And I'm going to ask you something, and please, you cannot repeat it, and you can't freak out, and you can't get mad, and you can't be different.
Okay.
Did you ask Rochelle about voting against me and keeping Andrew?
we were
in the kitchen?
We were talking in the kitchen, and I honestly wanted to find out if somebody had approached her yet. So what I said to her was, I said, are you and Sabs like super tight? Like, what's your feeling? What do you think would be the best? And she said, I don't know. And I said, well, we know it's Sabs, and that's where the conversation ended. I literally was just picking her brain.
Because she said, I will never vote against Sabrina, and I'm not
Well, that's
voting against
bullshit. She actually didn't say anything. She said, well, I don't know. I think we were both kind of at a stand trying to figure out, like, okay, how committed to Sabrina are we both? And I was the first one to say, well, it's Sabs, obviously. There's no way you can lose Sabrina. And she said, agreed. So if she's telling you that, she's already told you the thing about me and Kenny plotting against you in the fucking little room. She's clearly desperate now.
Plotting again in the little room?
Remember when she said that she thought she heard me and Kenny?
Oh, yeah.
So here's the thing though, is do you expect anything less from her though right now when you basically just told her, I don't know that I'm keeping you in this game? Does it not make sense for her to come up with reasons to put doubt in your mind?
Oh, I understand that, but the thing is, like, Andrew had no reason. He was leaving. So this is how this conversation went with Andrew. He literally told me, I'm leaving. He's like, and I really love you. He's like, and I don't understand why you're mad at me when people that we trust have told me what you've been doing behind my back. So I'm like, what?
Okay.
And I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I'm mad at you because you're campaigning against me, making deals with people.
Yeah.
I'm like, and don't pretend you're not. It's like, yeah, it's like, I only started doing that when people that we trust told me I was late to the race.
Well, that's not true because he started doing that when John went out to him at the fucking pool. So that's fucking not true. He was just trying to cover himself for you. To make you not feel bad. This game makes you do things and behave in a way that you wouldn't normally do. And I think he really does love you, and he was just trying to cover himself as to why he did it.
I understand that, but then he also
Okay,
told me,
going.
he's like, look, he's like, I'm not saying that they will, but in my opinion, like, that kind of conversation. That basically, you and Kenny are very annoyed with me because I'm insecure and I doubt you guys because of the relationship you both have.
Okay.
And that I'm going to be the first one you want to get rid of because you don't want to deal with someone that always has that doubt in their head. And I'm not really loyal to the first 5.
Okay, let's assume that's true. Okay, let's assume that Kenny are annoyed with you because of all those reasons he said.
Basically telling me you guys are not going to take me to the end, and I know that Rochelle would.
Okay, do you honestly not think that I would take you over Kenny?
Of course not.
Of course not. What?
Either one, you're gonna win against us, which is fine. But I'm just saying.
I absolutely do not think I'm going to win against Kenny. 1,000,000%. He's target number one from day one, and he makes it all the way to the fucking end somehow. He's not going to make it to the end, number one. Like, let's get this in our brains. I hope that he would be around for a few more weeks. There's no way Kenny's making it to the end. It's impossible.
I just want to know, did you say that? Did you guys say that?
100% no. And
You could tell me if you did.
Sabrina, I swear to you, I did not say that. And I definitely didn't say it to Gordo. Why would we tell that to Gordo? If that was true, why would I tell him, the one person that 100% has your back?
Well, not really. After this week, I saw this. I saw what he was doing.
I know, when did you think we told? Oh, you think we told him that recently?
Yeah, he told me that.
Oh, yeah, because then that's the perfect time to tell him, is to tell Gordo, Mr. Explosive.
Because that he was like, you guys were upset because if you were going to get the votes, because if John would have done the footwork.
Oh my God, okay, it's all making sense now. Because he was the one. Oh my God, I can't believe I tried to cover up for him too. Anyways, it's no big deal.
No, please
he's gone now. It's just that when he's campaigning against you and he's coming up with ideas and reasons why we would keep him over you, and then he turns it around to make it seem like we're the ones saying it.
Well, that's what John does all the time. That's what he did with the bathroom. That's what he did right now.
He does it every day. He thinks like, oh, Momzi, snuggle me, like that fucking... Well, but here's the thing, and this is why I'm letting you off the hook. If you honestly believe that, I'm telling you, no, it didn't happen. If you honestly believe it did, then your best bet is to get rid of Kenny. And I'm okay with that regardless. If you don't believe it, then keep Kenny, and we're gonna be fucking strong. That's it. The decision is yours either way, because I promise you I'm committed to you. I don't care either way you go. I think either way we have a chance to get to the end, with Ro or with Kenny.
Demolishing everything.
Who?
John is, John gets me so nervous that he actually had the balls to say that I swore my grandmother to him. Like, that pissed me off. Anyways, and the other side, like, is gonna hate me, and they told, like, I'm gonna go up next week.
Not if we win.
No, but if we don't, I will. They're gonna get rid of me. If I vote out Rochelle. And if I vote out Kenny, you guys are gonna get rid of me. I don't want to vote out Kenny. That is exactly what I said to Rochelle. I can have Rochelle sit right here, and I'll say the same story.
Honey, I don't need you to do that because I trust what you're telling me.
But I'm really being 1,000% honest right now.
Okay. The other times you're not?
No.
I assume you're always being 1,000% honest.
No, I am always being honest. But the thing is, like, I did always think that you and Kenny were tighter than me, so I was always scared. That's not gonna lie. Like, I admitted to that. And it was worse this week than any other week. Okay, and I think I was also very vulnerable because I thought the other person was leaving, right?
I agree.
And anyway, it just sucked because I had Andrew, and I had you, and I had Kenny, and I had Arlie. You and Arlie had this started a good relationship, you and Kenny did, and then me and Andrew did, and then me and you did, and then Allison came, took Andrew completely away, and then I got closer with Rochelle because it was a girls' alliance. You understand? Like, I just feel like it was, whatever. Anyway, and, yeah, basically, if I want to stay true to us, but I'm scared because of what Andrew told me. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm scared because of what Andrew told me. You're going to tell me whatever I need to hear right now. This is the game. Like, I'm not an idiot either. So that we keep Kenny, so that you guys could go far together. And what Andrew said will end up happening, and I'm going to get screwed over and get kicked out.
And you're totally entitled, and all the reasons that you've given me make sense of why you would feel that way. And that's why I'm saying, if you need to make whatever decision you want to make. I want you to stay loyal to us, but
I want to be loyal to us.
But I understand your fears about the other side. They're really pushing to fucking get Kenny out of here, and they know they've got you. They've got you in a position where now you have to choose between two people, and they know that either way you're fucked because they know about our side. They know that there's
Exactly.
more to it than...
So you know that if I would vote out Kenny, you guys would get me out too.
No, that's not what I said.
Well, either way, I'm fucked.
Well, you guys, who is it? It's just me and Arlie and Allison. You think we're really going to be that mad?
That's not the point. I don't want to be disloyal to us.
I don't want you to be.
That's my number one thing. The only thing is, they're going to come after me like crazy.
Sabrina, if Kenny's still in this house, do you actually think they're going to go after you? Honestly. They're doing exactly what they did the week the fucking... Okay, if we're doing honesty...
Sabrina, please.
The week that Ro was whatever, and Adele threatened you guys with, if you put me... Like, we really should have flushed his power that week. But he was smart, and he threatened, even though we knew deep down that he would only go after fucking Andrew or Kenny, he scared you into not putting him on the block because you were scared he was going to put you up. I remember we had the conversation. You said to me, we're not putting Adele up because he threatened me and basically told Ro he was going to put me up, and I don't want to do that, and so we're not doing it, okay? You told me, we discussed it. So they're doing the exact same thing they're doing to you right now, which he got away with it. He would not have put you up. And even though logically we knew that, we weren't going to risk it, and we thought it made more sense to get Ika out anyways, and so why risk it, and let's just get Ika out. They've used this tactic on us before. They're doing it again.
Yeah, but they're doing it to me again. It's very draining, and plus now I have Rochelle up my ass.
I know, and that's why...
So the thing is, if I vote out Rochelle, are you guys going to say we're part of an alliance? That's why she didn't break her word, because she gave us our word from day one?
If you want us to do that, I will.
Because that's the only reason they're not going to think I'm the devil.
If you want me to say that, I will. I think they already pretty much know it.
No, they don't.
Well, with Rochelle gone, it's only the 5 of us, and technically it's our first 5 swap one person, and so I don't care about saying that we're in an alliance because technically we're the other side of the house. And so to tell them now that we're in an alliance and to tell them that we've been in an alliance from day one, I'm totally fine with it. You're going to want to run that by Arlie, but I'm totally fine with it. And I'm pretty confident Kenny would be fine with it.
Where is Kenny?
I have no fucking idea.
Can you ask him to come here, please? I want to talk like us 3. Thank you. It's just because if I go out there, then John doesn't see me, because John doesn't bother attacking you.